Hey fam, and we are back. This Monday evening. Come on in, fam. I had to restart the live because I don't know about how these notifications are working. I know I have a lot of flyers on my wall, and sometimes flyers drag back the power of the ALGO word. So we're gonna keep it going, fam. Let's go. All gas, no brakes. I see y'all coming in the room. Hit the like button, click the share button. As I look down, okay, that means I'm sharing right now as well. So let's get these shares up. Look, fam. Look. We about to reset the room in 30 seconds. Okay. We are getting ready to have our church's Sweet 16. Look, I have our apostolic swords out right now. Boom, right there. We keep a couple on the table right here, but all of ours are out right now because it's getting ready to be lit on Thursday. Do you hear me? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday night is the kickoff, is the jump with Apostle Dr. I'm sorry. Thursday night is the jump with Apostle John Eckhart. Y'all, 6 p.m. Get there. Meet me there. Don't look, beat me there. Don't even meet me there. And I'm staying at the hotel. So for me, it's just coming down the elevator. Beat me in that room, fam, because I know it's about to be hot. I know it's about to be lit. I already feel the fire already, and we are days away. Hey, Apostle Freddie, how you doing? That's right. Beat me there because it's about to be lit, as Bizzle says. Look, then we have Friday. Friday is jam packed. Okay, 9 a.m. Apostle Lewis Wembley. 12 noon, Dr. Mitchell Harris. 6 p.m. Prophet John Veal. Y'all don't want to miss this. Saturday is closed to the public. That is our sneaker ball, our annual sneaker ball. That is going to be, we're off to see the blessings of God, the wonderful blessings of God. Okay. That is a night in Emerald City. It's going to be hot. And then Sunday, we're closing out Apostle Dr. Jermaelandcarriekhim and Apostle Dr. Carrie Anthony. We are closing out our conference and convocation on that Sunday, but it's going out with a boom. It's going out with a bang. It's going out with power. Why? Because we are ordaining, affirming, and commissioning our leaders. We have 2 apostles we are commissioning. We have 2 prophets we're commissioning. We have 2 pastors, and we are appointing an evangelist. Look, y'all, and they are joining the ranks of our ordained ministers at Kingdom at Hand. And look, y'all, the work ain't done because I have a new batch that I'm going to raise up again. As these are going through equipping, there's going to be a new training coming on up. And so, look, I am ready for the hit, y'all. We're going to have multiple things going on at once, but I am ready for every single thing in this season because it's not a challenge. It's only the fire of God. It's only the fire of God. Come on here, Apostle Freddie. He will be commissioned. It's going up. It's going up. So I'm gonna look this way because I'm looking at my phone so I can share. I might be looking like I'm looking down, but I look like I am chatting. And I want y'all to share too. Share to as many places as you can, because I know I'm going to do the exact same. Boom, boom. This whole year is lit. Apostle Freddie, the whole thing, the whole team. It's going to be lit. Fire. It's going to be lit. I'm so excited because I already know that everything that we had the vision and the mind to do, it's going to start to matriculate and begin to come to fruition. I'm excited. That's right. Share to your DMs and your page. What are we talking about? So Apostle Fred says share to your story and your page. Come on here. Prophet Nikki, God bless. I see the fire signs. I know you probably up prepping. Come on here. The work never stops. It's that season where the work never stops. Jackie, hey family, how you doing? So y'all follow me from what place? From the training room to this place. We just have fire prayer inside of the training room. Look, y'all need to come into that space. Okay, you need to come into that space. And nothing is off limits. Ask whatever questions, and we answer. We make sure things is going on. Can't stop, won't stop. That brought me back to the early 2000s. Can't stop, won't stop. That was my puff dance. If you know, you know. And if you know, put in the comment section. I know. I remember. Like I said, me and Apostle J we keep dating ourselves so hard. Folk have zero idea because they look at us and think that we're younger than what we are. And I know the glasses and the makeup kind of like gives me a little bit of age, but without it, oh my goodness, I'm always told without it, you look so young. How old are you? I'm like, you so. So you saw what driver's license. So what? So what? I don't care. So what? Come on here. In the DMs and everything. Come on here. We are just getting started. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes because I'm going to share my screen in a moment. I'm just sharing right now this live all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in spreading the love of Jesus Christ, spreading the gospel, spreading his good news, spreading, just giving it a good go at the word of God. So that's what I'm doing right now in this moment. I'm sending it all around, y'all, because it has to go all around right now. Okay. I believe I put it in my stories. Y'all hit the like button. The like button, okay, helps to clear up the ALG. Oh, I can't say the rest of the word because they'll actually ding me from Facebook's end and they'll slow the live down. I don't have time for all that. All of these trigger words and everything that'll slow lives down, slow engagements down, all of that. And I don't want nothing stopped. Okay. Do you hear me? I don't want nothing blocked right now because we're about to talk about it on tonight. Last week, I know it went hard because we had some of the family members. It was like, I don't think I was ready for this word. This word was grown because some kind of way, I forgot who asked, but someone asked and said, hey, what do I have to do in order to basically they were asking about women in the pulpit. I did not feel any triarization. Why? Because I am a woman in the pulpit. I've been preaching the gospel, fam, since I'm 15. I am 38. Will be 39 this summer. So that tells y'all just how young I got into the game, just how old I am. I just told y'all. I was born in 1984. I am unashamed, okay? And because I have been preaching that long and teaching that long, it's almost like like it becomes second nature to me. And so for me, it's not unusual. I'm a preacher that just so happens to be a woman. Even though I believe in the feminine energy, but I'm a preacher that so happens to be a woman. I don't really gender sterilize that. I do operate within the confines of femininity when I preach. I don't have to turn into a man in order to get the gospel across, right? However, I believe there is a a power that comes from my identity as a female that so happens to preach the gospel. So I've been preaching for a long time. And because I've been preaching for a long time, a lot of people tend to say, I run across, chauvinists in the pulpit and they don't think that women's supposed to preach. Show me, where is it at in the Bible? Okay, it's not there. You won't find it. But we began to dive inside of the area why Jesus redeemed womankind. Womankind was redeemed when they went to the tomb to find out if Yeshua was still alive. And he just so happened he wasn't there, okay? They met the angel of the Lord. The angel of the Lord said, he is risen, y'all. Go find the bros. The bros are shaking in their boots. The women were the only ones that had the goddess, the power to get up and at least check. The men was like, we sound like them, they gonna kill us. They was in the upper room. They supposed to be in Galilee preparing the next phase of ministry, the next phase of training. But they were shut up in the upper room afraid. And then Yeshua had to beat them into the upper room. And the women are already running. He's alive. They're like, nah, we saw it. He's dead. They took him down off the cross. They got him, put him in a tomb. And they said, he is no longer there. Girl, stop lying out here in these streets. And so what we find is Yeshua walks through the wall and he's like, I thought y'all was supposed to be in Galilee. And it was like, he was like, second, I'm hungry. Y'all got some meat? Like literally this is in the Bible. Yeshua, before he appears to them, he was already on the road. He had already revealed himself to a couple that was arguing, a couple of people that was arguing about the if he had died or if he had rose or what happened, and he revealed himself to them. They took him to eat. He's still hungry like every man would. He's like, I done died out here. One meal isn't enough. I didn't been to, I descended and I done got back up. I ascended. I'm here living in the earth. I'm hungry. And one meal ain't enough. So y'all got some meat. And so I'm sure, there was great astonishment inside of the room. And you have Thomas that's like, I want to put my finger through your wound. And he's like, well, hey, do it. If that's what it takes in order for you to believe this is me, I am who I say I am, put your finger through it. So he puts his finger through. However, the women did not have to be questioned to believe this much. Why? Because women don't have to have the seek to believe gene. We don't have that in our makeup. We believe, and this is why we have so many more women in the church than we have men. Men are solutionists by nature, and men have to see it. And so inside of them having that solutionist thing on the inside of them that has to see it, they will also begin to look for the evidence of, and we have to begin to understand that faith is the substance of things hoped for. And so the very thing that you hope for, if you hope for the second coming, if you hope for him to come back again, if you hope for him to rise again, right, you have to see it sometimes. But you have to understand it's not going to come by your finite vision. It's going to come by the lens of the infinite God, and you have to be heavenly bound. You have to have heaven sense, heaven wisdom in order to look into the realm of the spirit and begin to see that hope. See the evidence of that hope. What do you hope for? And so we have women that hope for him to return. So they showed up to the place where they put him, and he had already returned. The death sheets, the death wrap was unwrapped and setting up in a pile, right? He left that because he's like, I'm no longer dead. I don't need death clothes because I have risen. Come on here, fam. Put in the comment section, risen. In the DMs for the Lord. Come on here. All gas, no brakes. Hey, y'all. I see my kingdom family coming on in the room. And so we find that the women were redeemed because they were the first ones at the tomb. Put in the comment section, redemption came and made women the reliable source. We became the reliable source at his rising because we have faith, y'all. And so women, last week we had to talk about women and femininity because we got asked the game questions and we answered them. And hey, if you have a game questions tonight, put them in the comment section. Women begin to ask, well, my husband, he's not saved and he doesn't want to go to church. But the proof inside of you, the hope that he will come to salvation will produce evidence. But here's the thing, the natural work of your femininity will draw him. Put in the comment section, femininity is a drawing mechanism. Femininity is a drawing mechanism. I told you all last week, and I'm glazing over this because I wanted to talk about prayer, prophetic praying, and the wisdom that it takes to get there. So I have to kind of recap from last week. I'll bring y'all forward to this week. My husband said that my femininity causes him to want to operate in protection, to operate inside of covering, because it proves my necessity of him. Women that are a little too dominant, and look, I dominate in my field, but I don't dominate him. I understand my position and my place. It's not my job to dominate my husband. I don't try to subvert him. I don't try to overdo him. I don't try to outshoot him. None of that. I am his teammate and I'm his cheerleader for jobs that's coming up. I'm his truth teller. Because come on here, somebody, I will pat him up, but I will tell him the truth. But I don't say it in such a way that it's abrasive, it's harsh, it's offensive, right? I say it in a way that's going to get the point across. I say it in a way that he will understand, and I would say it in a way that he will receive. Because I told y'all last week, because one of the fans said, I don't get it. I said, look, I used to say it how I said it. Rest where it comes is how it come out. Bada bada, I'm over it and on to the next thing. And the Lord God, I mean, you can't do that. You can't just say anything. You have to be a building mechanism. Why? Because the Bible commands women to build her house. Put in the comment section, I'm building my house. I am the architect of my home. And so as I learned how to build, and I learned how not to take control, and I learned how to not just to not just be a follower, but to operate in wisdom. Wisdom be the principal thing. Curtail my tongue inside of prayer, and allowing prophetic praying, and being a wise woman to know how to weep between the porch and the altar. All of that began to release the power of my femininity, but release the power in a way that would draw him in and cause him not only to want to be a husband, be the masculine man, but also be the head of his house. It was a drawing mechanism. I learned how to draw in by way of my character. Come on here, fam. Put in the comment section. There are certain things that I can do as a woman. There are certain things I can do. Me, you can put in the comment section. There's certain things she can do as a woman. There are certain things men can do as a man that will cause women to operate within her confine of femininity, and it'll cause me to be more drawn in, because the less you have to, the less she's pursuing, the more you get the space to pursue. Boom. So one thing's for sure, and two things for certain. I'm gonna make sure that even if I haven't gone anywhere, and here's a secret, fam, the office for our ministry is right here in the house. We agreed when we started having children that somebody was going to be in the home at all times. Nobody was going to be left in the house and be a turnkey kid. Okay. Um, so when I was out working, he was working from the home. Now, then there was a time when I was in the home working and he was out, and now it's back to me being, I work from home. Everything I do is from here. All of my businesses are run from this very spot. So I can see my kids, I can interact with them, I can ask them questions. Look, I just woke up the older two, like, hey, do your chores. What do you think this is? You think because I'm working you don't do your chores? No, get up out the bed. I'm that mama. How many of y'all, how many of us are still here that we are actually getting in the hands of these here kids that we are raising, and we are being the moms that God has called us to be? When we do that, and we are the architects of our homes, and yes, your child, your son, your daughter, when they get past 7, they need to have chores. 7, I started having my make up your own bed, sweep the floor, clean up behind yourself, put your stuff up. Come on here. 9, I'm like, clean the bathroom. My youngest one has to clean the lower bathroom and vacuum and clean this area I'm in, and dust. The older two clean the other bathrooms, clean the kitchen, clean the other den, wash the clothes, wash your own clothes, clean up the laundry room. The house, when you have 3 kids, it's done. So I'm that mom, and I'm that mom on purpose, because I want to teach them responsibility, and I want them prepared when they leave the house, because I'm not always going to be with them. They have to know how to operate their lives. They can't get what my son can't get with a woman and he not know how to do anything, and my daughter can't get with a man and she not know anything. Come on here, fam. She's not about to be like, girl, Mother Anthony, let me holler at you about your son y'all done got with. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to make that an issue inside of my future daughter-in-law's life. Okay, so everybody has a part to play, and my kids the older two have to cook dinner. And I teach them respect and honor, and making sure that things are done proper, decent, and in order, with the spirit of excellence attached to it. So my kids, I bless God, they go to school, they're mastery, straight A students, doing what they have to do, period. At this point, I don't have any issues with none of the 3 at this point, because we parent around here, and I'm here, so I get a look at them. Okay, they get to talk to me, they text me all day. They come sit here, right here. Y'all, and sometimes one of them is sitting here when we're live. Y'all just can't see them. They're out the frame. But we do this. I do this and demonstrate femininity, because number one, I want my son to get a girl like me. I want my daughters to be like me. And I am their first influence, their first hero. So everything that I do, guess what, fam? I take them to get their hair done, their nails done. My son, he goes with Apostle Jay to get his hair done, his buy clothes and all that. And normally I'm the one that's like measuring them before they go get clothes. Ask me their measurements, honey. I can tell you. Chest and everything. I'm that wife, them that mom. I wardrobe the whole family and myself. Okay, all of this has to happen because I understand my role in femininity and being the architect of my home. I understand in architecture there has to be a spiritual component as well as a natural component, but all of this flows from my femininity. So yes, I have to keep myself up. I have to keep this done. I have to keep my feet done, and I have to smell like something. So no matter if I'm not going anywhere, okay, I work from here. I counsel marriages from this spot. Okay. I coach folks from this spot. I train my leaders from this spot. I preach from this spot. I do my lives from this spot. I write books from right here. Everything happens right here. But that does not save me alive to say I'm just wearing sweats all day in the house. Uh-oh, fam. That doesn't save me alive from, I don't care if I'm not going to wear, I'm wearing perfume every day. One thing's for sure, two things for certain, I'm going to smell amazing. So when my husband and kids get here, they smell something good. Today, shameless plug, and this is not in my Amazon store, although I'm going to find it and put it in there. Boom. It smells amazing. I highly recommend it. Look, I'm going to smell like something. Something has to happen because I am the architect of my home. But that's my natural architecture. But then what is my spiritual architecture? My spiritual architecture is going to be my prophetic prayers, my declarations that are made that must come to pass. Okay, so your declarations, when you must speak from that position, and when you pray and what you decree and declare must be so, what you decree and declare must become established in the earth and in the heavens. Let me tell you something, family. You begin to create and build something that is generational blessings that rest in inside of wisdom and knowledge and understanding, but you have to pray from that very space. I sometimes listen to some women pray and they're shooting all over the place. Pray from a place of wisdom and understanding, because that produces what you want to see in your now. That becomes your faith, and it begins to come into fruition in your now. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Look, when you begin to pray, you begin to design and create the lifestyle that you want your family to have. It comes from the bowels of your prayer life. It comes from your belly, from what you decree and what you declare over your family, over yourself, over your finances, over your money, over your credit, all of these things. And baby, let me tell you something. I teach my leaders that finances, money, and credit are three different things. If you're praying to receive the wealth of the Lord, look, don't you just say, Lord, just make me rich. Lord, I need more money. Lord, look, handle your credit in the place of prayer. Come on here, somebody. Now, here's what the Bible says: faith without works is dead also. And so that means you must put your faith to work. So what that means is sometimes you got to create something. Sometimes you got to go to work. Sometimes you have to have a business infrastructure from heaven. Sometimes you got to go back to school. Come on here, somebody, the wisdom of the Lord. Sometimes you have to begin to do something, put your hands to the plow and not look back, so that you are fit for the kingdom of your home and the kingdom of heaven. Come on here, family. And so all of that comes from being the architect of your home. Put in the comment section, I'm a builder. I'm a builder. I'm a woman. I'm a builder. I'm a builder. I don't just sit back, but I build. I build stuff. I build people. I'm the architecture as an apostle. I'm the architecture of souls and destinies. I'm the architect of apostles and prophets and evangelists, pastors, teachers. I build people. I equipped people. I furnished them with things that they weren't furnished with before they met me. Come on here, family. I began to understand my position. I trained people and developed them into their destiny that God has called them to be and to do. Come on here, family. And I take that same assignment into my marriage. I take that same assignment to my children I birthed out, my womb kids. Oh yeah, I build them. I build them. I furnish them, because our kids come to us empty. They may have certain behaviors in the womb. However, they are not filled with the knowledge that they need to be filled with, and it is up to the parents. Sidebar, fam. This here epidemic of kids jumping on teachers, that's because parents are no longer architects. Moms have stopped being architects, and we stopped our femininity. And so what happens is the kids begin to take position And they're not subject to dominion yet. They're not trained in the area of dominion and how to think about dominion and how to establish and how to build. And so when they begin to get disrespectful at school, it's because they think they're establishing a rule. Put in the comment section, raise them. Raise them. Raise them. We have to raise these kids. We have to raise them. They have to begin to cause the glory of the Lord to be revealed, but that only comes by raising them. You don't raise them, how are they going to become? You don't raise them, what's going to be sent into the world? Look, we are going to be elderly, fam. Look, I have a thing with this. Listen. I told y'all how old I was earlier. Okay? That is no secret, and I am unashamed. But I understand the power of aging. 2012, I was still in my 20s. 2014 is when I turned 30. It is almost 2024. That time went so quick. I graduated from high school in 2002. Child, I ain't like the way that even sounded. What in the world? We coming up on our 20-year. That was last year. We coming on our 21st year from high school. And those years went by so quick, fam. But we are a part of the Department of Aging. All of us. All of us. And I understand this power. But think the kids that are not being raised are going to be the future leaders and the future terrors in the community. We have to engineer and construct and architect this next kid, this next lineage, this next generation so that we can walk to our car safely. Because if they feeling free-handed to just jump on teachers because they have no respect for authority, come on here, family, because they've been engineering themselves. They think they have dominion and they do not. They've not been taught in the way of dominion. Y'all, what we walking to our car is going to be something else. Going to the grocery store is going to be something. Look, be the architect. When you're raising them, be there spiritually, but be there naturally. Spiritually, you decree and declare over your kids what you want to see. Naturally, you decree and declare over your kids what you want by setting boundaries, by backing the boundaries up with follow through, by taking devices away. And I look, lean in, fam. The Bible says, beat them, they won't die. Now, I'm not talking about being crazy, because crazy is crazy. Abuse is abuse. But I'm saying meet the punishment for the, if you going, it has, you, number one, you're not supposed to do it angry. You can't discipline your child when you're angry. And your kid, and just like my kids, make me upset. Without my permission, it just jumps over the permissions, and now we in the land of I'm gonna get you and we'll yoke you up. But in that space, I don't touch them. I don't even start yelling. I'm like, look, you better go on somewhere. Go to your room. I don't even want to see you. We'll talk about this later. And I give my space to calm down so I could properly build. Y'all hear me, fam? Y'all understand? And so even the time when the older two was, I wasn't angry. I was in the spirit, come on here, in the fruit of self-control, so they weren't getting abused. I don't curse at them. I fuss, but I don't cuss. I will fuss them. I don't really be yelling because I just don't have the, I feel there's other ways to get something across, especially when you're teaching your children how to engineer and how to architect their emotions. Ah, fam, how you do it is how they learn from your environment. I want healthy people. I don't want to send them into therapy after Apostle J and R are done. Put that in the comment section. We have to be healthy. So when we do this, the youngest child on she's not. She doesn't. I really don't even have to, because with her, you just be, Maya. Ah! She's and it's not even that. It's Maya. I'm not playing with you. You better sit down. Some. I'm sorry. That's that kid. Quick to repent. The oldest one was the one we had to deal with that wheel, because that's a boy. It's a different wheel there. And so him, no more than his age is the licks he's received. It's not no we just tan up the time. Nope. Now because they're teens, I'm taking devices. I'm I think the funniest day, and all of us had to laugh at that. I was like, "You're frustrating me. Get in the corner. Put your face in the corner. Put it all the way in the corner." And I was, you act like a child, I'm gonna treat you like one. And the kid got it. The kid got it. So we have to begin to operate within that confine, y'all, disciplining. But disciplining from the space of the fruit of self-control. Love your kids enough to deal with their souls. So what does that look like? They got to have the word. They have to know how to pray. They have to know what salvation is. They have to know what is right and what is wrong. They have to know that talking back is wrong. They have to know respecting authority, because if you leave my presence and you don't respect authority, then the police will be the authority over you. Come on here, somebody. And I always remind my kids, look, I'm the adult. So if something happened, you don't take power in your own hand. You tell me and I deal with it. Put that in the comment section, y'all. Be the parent. What does that mean? That means you're your greatest child's advocate and you're your greatest child's architect. So either if something happens and you need to step on the scene, bullying, breaking up, because they have these little relationships. You are the architect and you are the advocate. And so that means that you must be the parent. That means you must stand firm and begin to go into the school system. You have to read those emails. You have to read those text messages. You have to respond to the deans and the teachers. You have to respond if someone's bothering your kid. You go to the school and talk to the staff. Come on here, fam. It's in the confines of your power. Because if you don't do it, they're going to take illegal dominion and they're going to lose respect for authority. And that's where the kids get in trouble at school. Put in the comment section, they're done running over the staff. They're done running over the staff. See, kingdom parents understand the ability of, I know I'm at work, but I'm about to go up here. We always tell our kids this because we are apostles in ministry. And we understand the power of architecture and advocacy for them. We will drop everything to deal with you. So if you overacting crazy, you gonna see me. No, they don't. I've not had to come up out of my skin and go to the to you know. So this kid thought they were gonna bully my child. My child wound up getting into a fight. I talked to the dean like, you see the bullying, right? Yes, ma'am. Well, what is the action? Because he responded to them putting their hands on him. Oh, we got it under control. Oh, sure, I know you do. My husband will be there very soon to pick him up. And look, fam, when you begin to demonstrate the art of your family inside of your architecture and your advocacy, what will happen is that the school will partner with you in your architecture and your advocacy. Come on, put this in the comment section. I must become a partner in their education. Come on here. So they can't overrun the school. They can't be beating up these teachers. They can't be overrunning and causing havoc and dissension and stirring up hell in these classrooms. Come on. That comes from you. Advocacy and architecture. Being the builder. As it pertains to building my home with my husband. Being the builder, knowing how to speak, what to speak on, what not to speak on, knowing the areas that I can speak on and what areas I take to the Father. And it's so amazing to me because I've learned this. If I don't really get harping on it and I take it to the Lord, it never ceases to amaze me. We told y'all last week, okay, so we are coming up on year 18. We'll be married 18 years this year because 2025 will be 20 years. I'll be like, Lord, this and this and that and this and that. He's going to come up and say, you know, God was dealing with me about this, this and that, this and that, this and that. I'm looking like, now see, I said it a different way. And you, if wives, if you know, put in the conversation, because they be act like it's like a magical idea that just, when really it flowed out of your prayer life or it flowed out of it. We've had a conversation. I'm not willing to argue with you about it. I'm going to your manager and your manufacturer to deal with this here manual that I'm reading that you're not responding to the manual. Okay, I'm going. And here they come talking about some, well, you know, I was thinking. Yeah, you were thinking. But see, as we are the architects of our home, we can give them that right and say, yeah, yes, honey, that was amazing. Good idea. Oh my God, you just blew my mind with your wisdom and your intelligence. Because women, we have to know how to build. We have to know how to speak. That means we also have to learn how to be cheerleaders. Put in the comment section, I can cheer. Now, growing up, I've never been a cheerleader. I was always like a musician. I'm classically trained pianist, which is crazy, right? We don't really talk about that. Classically trained pianist from the age of 6 to the age of 14. Classically trained singer. I started off in opera. All of that there. Okay. Never. I would play the keys at school and be looking at the cheerleaders like, that's not my field, boo-boo, kitty. Oh, and so I didn't understand that men enjoy that. And that is why they train the girls to want to be a cheerleader to the football player, want to be the cheerleader to the basketball player, because they understand the edification that comes with men seeing women cheer. Ooh, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Put in the comment section, caught it. It means that sometimes you do have to respond to the stuff you like. That wasn't your idea, that was mine. And if you understood what I just said, hit a heart button, hit a like button. Because what happens is the enemy wants to bring about division inside of your architecture, because he does not want you to tap into the humility that it takes to be a cheerleader. A wise one knows how to pray prophetically, but also knows how to cheer prophetically. Speak prophetically, but cheer naturally. Come on here, y'all. Prophetic cheers that send him to the end game and into y'all's destiny, into the business that y'all wanted to build, into the education. Somebody want to go back to school. Boom, you cheer your way there because it's prophetically speaking. Because cheering speaks for a win that has not happened yet. Oh, come on here, somebody. It's heckling folk when again, and it's not even heckling their team, it's heckling the opposite team to cause them to lose confidence inside of their end goal, inside of their strategy. Come on here. When you heckle, you cause the enemies of your soul. Come on here. That's those strong threats through prophetic praying that causes them to lose gas and power for coming up against you. But a lot of people don't understand that. And that's okay. We're here to get that information on tonight so we can take this into our homes and begin to operate in conjunction with being the strong and strategic woman that God has called us to be. And so, fam, I'm wrapping up early on tonight. I just want to make sure I went live tonight on time, a little bit later because we were praying. That's all right. I'm here and I'm consistent. That's all that's mattering right now. So I'm going to share my screen because, fam, I want y'all to know what we're doing around here. Okay, look, boom, look, fam, look at that, boom, open to the public. Okay, so we have this Thursday the kickoff, the jump, Apostle John Eckhart at 6 p.m. this Thursday. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. I'm saying again, I am in the hotel. So all you have to do is click the button. All I have to do is click the button and get downstairs and then find the area where the conference is. Look, beat me and I'm in the hotel. Okay. Friday. Lord Jesus, today is Monday. Friday, 9 a.m. Apostle Lewis Wembley, the Apostolic Roundtable. You guys need to come. You need to understand what is happening at this Apostolic Roundtable. It is getting ready to go down. Information and revelation is your portion as you show up. Noon, Dr. Mildred C. Harris. Come on through. It's about to be hectic. It's about to be powerful. The power of God is going to rest in that room. The authority of heaven is going to rest in that room. Signs, wonders, and miracles are going to happen. Y'all, come hungry, my friends. You shall be satisfied. Friday evening at 6 p.m., we will have Prophet John Veal with us. Look, y'all need to be there because confirmations, prophetic accuracy, and precision shall be your portion. It's going to go up in that place. Saturday is the sneaker ball. Y'all, this is our second annual sneaker ball, and I just know it's going to be profound. I'm ready. It's called a Night in Emerald City. We have our 360 camera booth there. We're going to have 5-course meal. We're going to have awards and gifts and prizes and raffles, all that day at the sneaker ball. It's going to be dancing all night until we have to leave the room. It's going to be powerful, y'all, and it's going to be beautiful inside the room. And look, Sunday, Apostle and I close it out. Come on here, family. It's going to be profound. Sunday is going to go up. We are going to preach the gospel. We're going to do signs, wonders, and miracles. We're going to prophesy. We're going to lay hands. We're going to do all of that. It's service time. It's service time. Then we're going to ordain, affirm, and commission our leaders. Come on here, fam. It's going to be profound. We're commissioning 2 apostles, 2 prophets, one appointing 1 evangelist, and 2 pastors will be ordained, commissioned, and affirmed. Look, show up, show out, be your best self. Hey, Ariel, how you doing, fam? We are praying for you, fam. All of this is in person at Chicago Marriott Suites, Downers Grove, 1500 Opus Place, Downers Grove, Illinois, 60515. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. So I'm going to give y'all that. Look, boom. It's about to be dope, fam. I am telling you right now, you need to be there. Look, and you can donate. If you can't be there, donate. Donate. Be a giver. Be a general of generosity, fam. That will definitely help us to get everything accomplished that we want to get accomplished inside of this season with this here conference and beyond the conference, because we got some secrets. We have some ministry invitations that are going to rock the house, okay, fam? And you all will be there for the whole thing because we're going to share it with y'all. And we're going to design some leaders to come with us. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you can go. www.mykingdomathand.square.site. All right, fam. I love y'all and good night. Again, be a giver. Right here. That's what it's about. Right there. mykingdomathand.square.site. Why? Because you love us and we love you too. And you're helping to forward the vision. Love you, fam. Good night.